Hey everyone, it's Michele Ariana, and I'm so excited to share this message with you today. I know this looks a little funny because I'm wearing a bunch of masks, but today is all about shedding the masks that we have accumulated so that we can live a more authentic life. About a month ago, I was at a Mind Valley event. For those of you who don't know what Mind Valley is, it's an amazing education community of like-minded individuals that is helping to move humanity forward. I was watching some of the speakers there, and they had amazing inspirational speakers. People like Lisa Nichols, Neil Donald Walsh, Dr. Michael Beckwith. They were all teachers from The Secret, the movie The Secret, which changed my life 9 years ago. But I got to see them live, and I got to see some incredible other speakers. And during one woman's speech, she talked about how for her whole life, she had worn these masks. She put these masks on to shield herself from people. She was protecting herself. She needed to be perceived as perfect and whatnot. But what she realized in her 20s is that she got really sick, and it was because she wasn't living her authentic self. It was because she had this mask on. And so it got me thinking. I got the idea of, man, I want to shoot a video for you guys to kind of highlight that, but also for me to shed my own masks and do it on camera so you could see that, listen, we're all in this together. We don't have it all figured out. It's easy to compare yourself to other people who, maybe business leaders, entrepreneurs, speakers, other people who maybe have great websites or look great on camera. We think they have it all perfect and we compare ourselves. But the fact of the matter is, no one has it figured out. Everyone has their own journey. And at the same time, we all have the answers within us. And so I wanted to share this with you to kind of shed my own masks on camera, but also inspire you to realize, listen, no matter who you are a conscious light leader. I believe everyone has light within them. It's just up to them to discover it and share it. That this will give you permission to be able to feel comfortable, to shed your masks and step more into your authentic self. Funny enough, I had a couple of people over the past 2 weeks ask me about how to step more into their authentic self. So I felt like, well, now's the perfect time. So here are the masks that I have worn throughout my life. And even up until recently, I'm shedding my last and final mask for you. So the first mask was probably, I wore from up until the age of 28, where I was, all through my life, I was the perfect child, the perfect family member, perfect friend, perfect student, tried to be perfect all the time. But what I realized is, after getting anxiety and depression all in my 20s, I realized that perfectionism, that mask didn't serve me anymore. Trying to put on this facade that everything's okay when I was dying inside actually wasn't healthy for me. And it really doesn't help other people when people want to support you. So I took that mask off. And that's when I tapped into realizing that I wanted to be a pro NFL cheerleader. I wanted to be a cheerleader and a dancer my whole life. I just didn't have the courage or belief in myself, because I was bullied when I was younger, and that low self-esteem got to my head. I started to be my own worst critic. So I never approached the dream of being a cheerleader until my late 20s. And then it took me 3 years to hit that goal, in which then I realized I had another mask, a shiny, sparkly mask of being this perfect cheerleader. And while I consider myself a cheerleader of the world, that's why I coach and I speak and inspire and empower, but I realized that I created another mask. And so when I retired from the NFL after having a great, amazing experience of hitting a goal and living a lifelong dream, I was tapping into and learned how to become a life coach. I found 2 communities. Oops, see, masks are just falling off left and right. I found 2 communities of like-minded individuals that were empowering humanity. And as I got my coaching certification, and speaking certification, I put on another mask, the mask of perfection, the mask of, I'm a coach, I'm a leader, I have to have it all figured out. But what I realized is that's not what I wanted to convey at all. And so through my coaching and speaking career, I started to live more an authentic self, more authentically. But then what happened was, when a couple years ago, when both businesses that I was a part of and the communities that I was a part of dissolved and crumbled, I had perceived loss of not only money, but a lot of money, but friendship and community, a sense of community. And I not only lost that, I lost of vision. I lost my sense of purpose. And with all that, I lost my sense of self. And so I put on this other mask of, okay, I just have to pull it together. But I was, again, dying inside. I was grieving, and I didn't know it, but all I know, I needed to let myself grieve. And over the couple of years that followed, I went through challenge. And it's not that I stopped serving my purpose of helping to empower others to create lives of freedom so that they can live lives that they love, but I kind of disconnected from it for a while. And at work, my business got really confusing, life got confusing. Now, at the same time, I had attracted my twin flame, my divine partner, which was so amazing and rewarding. But again, I put on a mask for him. I didn't want him to see that I was hurting inside. I almost went through foreclosure because of the financial loss. There was so much challenge I was growing through. The same week, I attracted my divine partner. So here I'm in love, and I'm having this, I was literally living two lives, as you can see the mask. Living this happy, perfect, like, oh, I'm so in love life, which I was, but then at the same time, I was hurting with the darkness of the loss of perceived loss of business and money and friends and vision and self. And so it was after 5 months into my relationship with my partner, I finally had to shed the mask. I shed it halfway, but it then took another 1.5 years after that until honestly last year, where I shed the mask of needing to be perfect. And what was underneath that was some of my darker demons, the darker side, the hurt that I honestly just needed to let myself feel and grow through. And I share that with you because I don't want you to think that other people aren't going through challenge either. Challenge is not a bad thing, it's just our perception of it. And I had a lot of the old paradigms came up for me a year and a half ago, for me to heal, for me to just give myself permission to feel it so I can let my authentic self shine. And so I hired not a life coach, I hired a business coach who teaches alignment like I do. As you know, those of you who have been either coached by me or follow my trainings, you know I teach the achievement formula, which is all about alignment. The cheerleader in you, bring your A game, bringing sexy back. All of that is about empowerment from aligning with who you truly are, creating yourself. And so here I found myself needing to do that myself. And again, maybe it kicked up a bit of shame, embarrassment, thinking like I was judging myself, like, oh, I've got to figure it all out. And that's where the dark demons came out. And you know what? What I needed to do is realize the fear of not being good enough, the darkness, all the emotions were just wanting to be loved and accepted and let go of. And so I had a big realization this week, and I was actually even crying today, realizing like, it's time to take off this mask, because the darkness, the struggle, the I'm not good enough, all the bullshit, fear leader, negative stuff we tell ourselves in our mind that I specifically told myself, that's just a mask too. It's not who I am. It's not who I'm choosing to be. And I'm choosing to let it go on camera to let you know that it's safe, and give yourselves permission to let go of your masks. Where are you wearing a mask in your life? Where are you not letting your authentic self shine through? Where are you shielding your voice, your vision? Where are you not letting yourself love fully? Where are you putting up defenses and walls and extra layers to feel like you're safe? Those are just masks. I've had plenty of them. I just removed all of them for you. I know I did it. When I went through massive struggle, especially financial struggle, almost foreclosing on my house, divorce, health challenges, when I've grown through all those things, I've wondered and asked, why did I grow through that? And then I realized today, I remember a quote that Neil Donald Walsh said in his book, Conversations with God, where he had this communication with spirit, and that voice came through that said, your life isn't about you. It's about the people's lives that you're going to touch. And I heard that voice come through today for me, where even recently, the beginning of the year, I had some health stuff come up that really forced me to move out of a disempowerment mask, this mask of disempowerment, to take it off. It forced me. And I'm the one that teaches this. But again, it's not that none of us have struggles. I want to be honest and open and authentic and vulnerable with you so that you know I'm not exempt from it. No one's exempt from challenge, and because that's growth. And we just don't have to judge the challenge. But what I would encourage you to do is find purpose. Find the purpose in your life. Find the meaning that drives you. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your work. Maybe, like me, what drives me is I believe people are powerful creators of their life experience and deserve to lead lives that they love. I share empowerment to help people create freedom in their life so that they can lead a life they love in all areas. I'm driven by helping people take charge of their mental, emotional, and physical lives so that they can make more money, have the amazing relationships, live their dreams. I believe we're capable of it. And not just capable, it's our destiny. But we have free will. I believe everyone is God in human form, has the capacity to know itself. God seeks expression in, around, and through us. Infinite intelligence, spirit is in every one of us. We may not know it. I think everybody is a light leader, has the capacity to shine their light. Maybe not everyone knows it yet, but that's okay. What drives you? What's your purpose? I know when I went through that period of about 2 years, purposeless, without meaning, like forgetting who I was, it was really hard for me. And so I want to encourage you to, number one, take the mask off. Give yourself an opportunity to just brainstorm. What are things that drive you? And honestly, you don't have to figure out your purpose, but just live with purpose. Maybe your purpose is to love. Maybe your purpose is to achieve and continue to beat your next level. Because when you do, no matter what you choose your purpose to be, when you align with it, you give other people permission to do the same. Remember, our lives are not just about us. It's about the people's lives that we're going to touch. And maybe you're not a coach or a speaker. Maybe you're not a healer or an entrepreneur or a professional in a company or organization that maybe touches a lot of people's lives. You just being you vibrate that essence of empowerment and freedom, and other people can pick up on that vibe. You do touch other people's lives at the grocery store or on an airplane or at a bar or in your family. Yes, I believe we're all light leaders. And so this is my call to you, light leaders. I challenge you to take the mask off. Live your heart. Don't censor yourself. Stop censoring your voice. Stop censoring your message. Stop censoring and limiting your imagination. Even though society or institutions or people may have told you you shouldn't do it, let it go. That's their path. That's not yours. The more you shine and the more you empower yourself, you help inspire and empower others. So my challenge to you, again, take the mask off, tap into what drives you, what excites you as far as purpose goes, live with it. And number 3, if you're bold enough, which I know you are, take out your iPhone or your camera on your computer, shoot a short video, film yourself 1 or 2 minutes, share with your Facebook or your Twitter or your Instagram or your LinkedIn a challenge you may have had, how you moved through it, the steps you took to move through it, and how you're better on the other side. Share this with others, because the more you allow your authentic self to come out and you share and just move people through that to help them feel empowered, mark my words, there's someone out there that could really use your message or your video. I know there's someone out there right now that needs to hear this. Someone out there has not been living their purpose, has not been shining their light, living their dream, or sharing their gifts. I believe we all have gifts, and when we don't share them, that's when challenge starts. That's when the health issues start. So shoot yourself on video, 1 or 2 minutes, share either a struggle and then how you move through it and empowering steps to help people, how you came out on top, or share an empowering story of hope for someone. All of it gives people hope. It's just how to relate to others. But I challenge you with this because I believe we're all connected. I know you're here for a purpose. And so it's time for you to share your gift, share your light, take the masks off, and live an authentic self. Hey guys, great news. After I shot that last video, I got an inspired idea to give you one of my free coaching audio tools. It's a power visualization called Burn the Limits and Ignite Your Authentic Self. This is going to help you remove the masks, align with who you really are, and share your authentic self so that you can create more freedom, create more money, create better relationships, more opportunities, attract whatever it is that you want in life. When we're living from an authentic space, we are fired up. People are inspired by us. We're infectious and contagious with our energy, and that comes from living from an authentic space. So I know this tool is going to help you tremendously. Click the link on this page that's going to come up. It'll give you direct access to your free coaching tool, that power visualization called Burn the Limits and Ignite Your Authentic Self. I know you're going to love it. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel and make sure you click the notification button so that you never miss another empowering video that I post. Be sure to share this video with anyone. You never know who could use the inspiration and empowerment. Until next time, have an amazing day. Stay tuned for me to be sharing more empowering resources to help you lead a life you love.